Doug and PA back with another video. This is going to be a longer one, guys, so rock with me, okay? We're going to talk about Mary J. Blige and her going broke from having to pay alimony to her ex-husband. She was paying $30,000 a month to her ex for alimony, okay? And she's going to complain, whine, and say she was getting robbed, and you're going to hear the hypocrisy. She just couldn't believe that a man can get spousal support from a woman. I have a video from her talking about it, and then we're going to go over an article that's going to break down all the numbers from her divorce. Before we get into this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support what I'm doing over here. And let's look at what's going on with Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You've talked about in the past where you had to go on tour to pay alimony to your ex-husband. I don't know if the number is correct. I saw it was like $30,000 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
Correct us if
everyone acting shocked. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, you're the breadwinner. You made the most money. And he petitioned the judge to be able to maintain the same lavish lifestyle that he had when you guys were married. Just like women do all the time.
we're wrong. So looking back on it in hindsight, what would you have done differently when you first got married in terms of shielding your assets?
I would have never let a person have that much power over my money, my life, over anything ever again.
All these women clapping, but he was with you the whole time. He built you into the woman you are. Without her, you know, you had a strong man behind you, Mary J. Blige. What about that? He deserves a piece of what you have because, you know, he supported you when you were down and he contributed. Yeah, Mary J. Blige has to learn the same way that a lot of these rich men had to learn. She married a guy who was a bum. Her ex-manager lavishly spent and she had to get rid of him, and he cashed out with cash and prizes out the door.
So now I'm learning, I'm in control of my business, I'm in control of my life, and it's mandatory that I learn more about finance business.
And just real quick, Mary J. Blige is in her late 50s, man. She needs to get rid of that blonde weave, man. It's tired. Come on, Mary. Come on. It's not the 1990s anymore.
You know, so I don't ever have to be robbed again by, you know, maybe somebody you think you can trust, you know what I mean?
So do you think that it was more so just a lack of education, somebody playing on you not knowing things and them purposely?
Yes. It was a lack of education, and it also was just trusting people to help you when you don't know, and you hope that they're going to help you and not steal from you and lie to you and just try to take control over your life.
And it's also the system in place that allows people to do this to the person that's earning the majority of the money, Mary. Don't forget that. The system is against high earners, but most of the time those high earners are men. And now you're seeing more and more women. Mary J. Blige, Kelly Clarkson, Adele. And hey, guys, City Boys, we up. You know, if the system's there, take advantage of it. Cash out.
So, yeah, exactly. You hope that people would help you when you don't know. And a lot of times what happened to me, they rob you, you know? So it's best to get education so you don't have to depend on anybody to control your money or to help you, to help you keep your money in a safe place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we spoke about this a little bit earlier before you came on. It's important to make money, but it's more important to keep the money.
Yeah.
And so we've had plenty of conversations and people in entertainment. And the one thing that they always talk about, and Fat Joe spoke about it, Steve Harvey spoken candidly about it, is paying taxes.
Yeah. The taxes conversation. How many celebrities, particularly black celebrities, do you know that get in trouble for not paying their taxes? Well, good old Mary J. Blige did too. I think she owed over she found out during her divorce proceedings that she owed over like $4 million in taxes or something like that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
check it out. Speaking of taxes, I owe so much money I never thought I was ever going to get out of debt. I'm out of debt now, but I mean, I owed millions, like hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes. And I think, right, you know, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Go back to the.
So I was trying, we were going to get to that. So the lack of education around that, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you're getting this large sum of money, you're accumulating it.
Right.
How are we even getting educated? Who are we surrounding ourselves to protect ourselves, to make sure that we are paying taxes? Is it a financial advisor, somebody in our team?
A great business management team. And you have to have, now I have the wisdom. Now I look at my payroll, that's not my money. My taxes are not my money. My tithes are not my money. So I'm like, pay my business, pay my payroll, pay my taxes, pay my tithes. All of that money, I don't even want to see it.
It took it to her 50s to get to this point, guys. Her 50s. And she's been singing since the late 80s, early 90s, New Jack Swing. And she finally realized this in the 2020s, guys. How sad is that?
Because it doesn't belong to me. And that's how I was moving, period. I was moving like that, period. But nobody listened to me. When I was married, I was like, pay my taxes, pay my tithes, do everything. And then, you know, they didn't listen to me. So, you know, but he was in control of everything. So he wasn't gonna, you know, we don't want to do all of that, but you know, that's how I do. Those things are important to me. Payroll, taxes, tithes, anything that, you know, if anyone's doing a service, you have to pay them for it, you know, and you have to call people back. You know, sometimes people just want to, you know what? Oh, okay, I'm gonna get back to you. It's not always so much about, you know, vendors beating your door down because they, you know, they're just being aggravated. They just want to know that you are acknowledging them if you owe them money. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of these shady business people get away with screwing over people like Mary J. Blige and stuff. They set up these things and then just don't pick up the phone when the vendors are asking for payment, or they don't pick up the phone when the IRS is knocking down your door, you know, asking for the taxes each year. That's how you go years and years without paying your taxes, is your business manager just doesn't pick up the phone.
So if you don't call people back, it creates a bad image for you. It creates, you know, chatter that you don't do business properly. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, those things are important to me now.
So this is Strength of a Woman's Festival. And a lot of times when we think about prenups, it's always from a man's perspective. Like a man wants his wife to sign a prenup before they get married because he has more money, but there's not always the case. Sometimes in your situation, the woman could be the breadwinner or the woman can have more money.
Guys, alimony goes from men to women 90% of the time. In regular average America, men are the breadwinners 70% of households. So don't ever get it twisted that men aren't the ones that are suffering from this the majority of the time. But even in the celebrity world, you still have men losing more money than women. This is just one specific case, and exceptions don't make the rule, Mary. Sorry.
So what are your thoughts on prenups, and how would you approach it, or what advice would you give as far as for a woman that may be wealthy, well off, and they're looking to get married?
Get a prenup. Because I didn't.
All the ladies laughing. Would any of you ladies sign a prenup if the guy you wanted to marry you asked you? No, you wouldn't. And they're all laughing. Get out of here.
Have one. And that's why I ended up having to just give everything away, because it's so, let me just speak, it's so whack right now that men, you know, can come at you and get and get alimony.
She acts shocked. I can't believe it. I can't believe that a man can get alimony. The system's there. Women have been utilizing it for how many years now? The past, 70 years, 80 years? And now when men do it, there's a problem? No, man, this is feminism equality. You fought for it. Here it is.
So when I was getting a divorce, I was like, you mean to tell me I got to pay him? And he cheated and he lied and he stole and, not to get all.
How many men can say the same thing? She cheated. She lied. She had a kid with another man. She falsely accused you of things that got me kicked out of my house, and she gets to keep the house. She gets to keep the kids. She gets to keep half my retirement. I don't feel bad for you, Mary. Sorry.
Well, petty, but you know what I'm saying? You mean I got to pay him for cheating and lying to me and ruining my life? So, yeah, and the law is you have to, so I
the law is you have to. You had it right.
say get a prenup, cover yourself up. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
And these simps, man, it's great. Get out of here. Guys, feminism, equality. I don't feel bad for her at all. The Adeles, I don't feel bad for you. The system is in place to be used. Women utilize it, and more men are going to utilize it too. And if this happens to enough women, the laws might change. But until then, it's what you get.
Man, my wife is here, so baby, I love you. So you said you're debt free, and we see the success of strength of a woman. We talk about the spirits industry.
That's the end of this video. We're going to get to the article here. This breaks down all of it here. Oh, hold on one second. What's going on here? Okay. Mary J. Blige went completely broke after being ordered to pay $30,000 a month in alimony to her ex-husband, guys. $30,000 a month. Mary J. isn't one to give up easily, despite her rough patch. She's managed to pull through and is now stronger than ever. This is February 15th of 2023. So that's her ex-husband. Mary J. Blige's marriage officially ended in 2018. She was ordered to pay her ex-husband $30,000 a month in alimony, guys. But Mary J. Blige isn't one to give up easily. Despite her rough patch, she's managed to pull through and is now stronger than ever. The R&B music queen went through a messy divorce with her ex-husband, Kendu Isaacs. The circus of the separation had taken over the public eye all through the mid to late 2010s, but the beauty of the whole thing is Blige has bounced back stronger and better like the phoenix that she is. This has to be a female feminist website. I just found the article. I didn't read it beforehand, so excuse all this fluffy language. So what can we learn from Mary J's experience? Well, for one, it's important to never give up no matter how bad things seem. Secondly, it's always important to have a strong support system. And finally, it's important to stay positive and focus on the future. The divorce court judge ordered Mary J. Blige to pay her estranged husband, Martin Isaacs, $30,000 in spousal support. She had previously filed for divorce from her husband, her manager, in 2016. Blige stated that irreconcilable differences were the reason for the split. They separated in 2015 after being married for 12 years. Mary J. Blige finally settled with her ex-husband, Isaacs, 2 nights before she was slated to appear at the Academy Awards. She's nominated for Best Supporting Actress in Song in the Film for her performance in 2017 Netflix original movie Mudbound. Apparently, according to court documents from the divorce, her expenses were more than her earnings from that role. Wow. Isaacs had, okay, here it is, guys. Here it is. Isaacs had claimed to be unemployable and cannot pay rent without Blige's financial support. He added that he had experienced physical manifestations of stress and emotional distress from this matter, which had caused him to become hospitalized. This has been discovered when the Blast had obtained court documents from the case. Isaac had argued to the Los Angeles Superior Court that she had left him with no source of income after firing him from being her personal manager, a position he had held throughout their marriage. Reportedly, Blige had been complaining about her then-husband Martin Isaacs' lavish spending habits since the beginning of the marriage. The documents also reveal that she had said that Isaacs had commandeered and refused to return her Grammy and other achievement awards. It says in May 2017, people obtained more court documents where Mary J. Blige had claimed that Isaacs had spent in excess of $420,000 on travel charges, which had involved the woman he had been seeing outside the marriage. Guys, savage. Wow. City boys. City boys. Wow. Martin Isaacs had originally demanded $130,000 in monthly spousal support so he could continue to bask in the lavish lifestyle he had been enjoying before she had filed for divorce, which included a private chef, personal training sessions, and vacations. Hey, you know what? Women do that all the time. What do judges say? A child shouldn't have to go to the dad's house and have everything and have it be all fancy, and then go to the mom's house and not have anything to eat. There shouldn't be a difference between the mom's house and the dad's house. So the dad has to pay more money on the way out, and this is exactly the same thing. So what can we learn from Mary J. Blige's story? Well, even though life can be tough, sometimes we should never give up. Clearly, things didn't work out between the two, but we have to give Blige props for trying to hold on to her money the best she could. She has a new single about the song, about her painful divorce. So I had to go, I had to go on tour and make all the money back to pay the alimony. Gosh. She explained how she developed money problems due to the fact that Isaac had wasted all of her money. And so when she had been ordered to cough up monthly alimony checks of $30,000, she had gone broke trying to pay her rent and other bills. Because the judge had, in addition to the $30,000 monthly payments, asked Blige to make retroactive payments to Isaac back to September of the previous year, including the attorney fees Isaac owed, her first check to Isaac rang in at somewhere in the ballpark of $235,000. While doing an interview with Vulture, Mary J. Blige talked about her financial problems that had been as a result of the divorce proceedings. In addition to the $30,000 she was to be paying in spousal support, she was owing the IRS $6.5 million in 8 years of back taxes. Oh my goodness! All these debts made her earn zero from the European leg of her tour, together with the movie Mudbound, which had earned her an Oscar nomination. It must have felt almost like being told to hand over your wallet at gunpoint, except your legal gunpoint. But Mary found a way to fight back, and with lots of hard work and dedication, she clawed her way back up from rock bottom, eventually becoming financially stable again. Guys, I don't feel bad for her. I don't. This is the equality women fought for, and you're going to see more high-profile women. I honestly, this is Doug and PA's prediction here. 10 years, 15 years, you're going to see Lizzo going through this. She's going to marry some pretty boy who's younger than her, who's going to take all of her money, cheat on her, divorce her, and take half her money. You heard it here. Lizzo. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.